this is Screwnail's channel. What is your name?
I'm Screwnails. I'm just gonna say I'm Screwnails.
And what deck are you showing us today?
I'm playing a Danger Gren Maju Orcust deck, or I don't know what you would call it, an Orcust Gren Maju. But I'm playing that deck, and yeah, it's pretty good.
Awesome. Any shoutouts?
Well, I do have a few, but before that, make sure you guys subscribe and like the video before. But anyway, I'll go right into the shoutouts. So, second place, Portland, Yishan McNabb for the golden gizmek idea, because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have even thought of the golden gizmek strategy. And then also the first place, Niagara Falls, David Mendoza, for also having some text with Gren Maju with the dangers. And I really like those decks synergies, so I kind of incorporated with the Orcust engine. But since the meta is about to end up getting changed, and since this has the cards from ban list that are banned now, I wanted to show it off so you guys can see it. But anyway, I also want to shout out Team Sure, Red Phoenix Mark II, my friend who also plays Yu-Gi-Oh! And also is in my channel, and also Hoenn 007, who's also in Team Sure. And of course, I also want to give a shout out to my lovely camera lady, my girlfriend. But anyway, yeah, thanks for doing this for me, by the way.
No problem. So, can you explain what your deck is? Like with your main deck?
Yeah, I'll just show it. So, all right. So, here's Orcust Crescendo. Orcust Crescendo, because of the Orcust engine. So, Crescendo is the only trap I run in this deck. In the main anyway. Crescendo's really good to negate stuff. It's just a counter trap. So, next, I'll do the one-up spells. So I play with Crescendo. I also play Babel. Babel is good because it lets you play Orcust stuff in your opponent's turn. I play one Twin Twisters and just one, just because I need an option just in case I need to do back row during my first turn. This deck can go good first or second. Also play Foolish Burial because this is really good against, well, it's good for starting off your combos if you don't open up any Orcust stuff. You can also pitch Gizmek with this and special summon it afterwards. It's just a really good all-around card. Play one card Destruction because sometimes you have Orcust or a bunch of big body monsters and you need to get rid of them and then draw some. So hey, this is good for getting rid of your hand. Monster Reborn. You play Reborn, so then you can either take your opponent's stuff or you can also, grab some of your stuff back. And this is really good. Most people don't actually use the Monster Reborn for somebody else's stuff, but it's good to do that. Play one Terraforming, and the reason why I'll show back later. And since this is only at 1, which sucks, but Terraforming at 1. Pot of Desires, I only played 1. I'm actually thinking about playing more than 1, but I only play 50 cards, so playing more than this is kind of like suicide, but it's okay. This is alright if you actually draw into these two. So I played 2 Soul Absorption, and I have to give a shout out to the guy. I played this guy at locals. He had a Sky Striker deck, and he gave me this idea. So each time that you banish a card, you gain, I think, 500 life points. So if you do Pot of Desires, that's that's like 500 times 10, so that's a lot of life points that you get just for that. And then you also get pluses if you start doing the Orcust stuff and your Orcust stuff comes back, so you still get the life gain with this even if you banish your Orcust stuff, so you could potentially like loop during time to gain a bunch of life points with just this card.
That's cool.
And then one of the best cards in the whole deck, Golden Gizmek, or Golden Castle of Stromberg. This card is really good. So if you don't know what it does, it stops your opponent from attacking. If they don't have an out to this card, you can literally stop them from attacking for the whole game because you destroy what they attack you with. And they take half of the damage of the attack of that monster. And then they can't attack, basically. And this also banishes, so if you get Gren Maju out, this gains so much just because of this card. It's insane how much attack this thing gets. I think I got the attack for mine. I banished like 30 cards because I did pot and I had this on the field for 2 turns. So I hit him for game, so that was pretty insane. This card is really good.
Awesome.
I play 3 Called by the Grave. Called by the Grave just to stop hand traps, stop ogre, stop like any kind of like graveyard stuff. So this is really good against Salamangreat. This is good against like any deck that really does graveyard reliant stuff, and also hand traps. So cool. And lastly, I play 3 Signet Mining. 3 Signet Mining. I play these because I search for Ibli, and because of Ibli, Ibli is an insane card. Like if I get Ibli, they can't Nibiru me, and then they can't stop me. So I actually almost won a game against. No, I did win a game against someone who was playing Mech Knight because Mech Knight Invoke because they couldn't do anything with it. They just had that, and I could have auto-winned with just Ibli.
Okay, great. Well, what about your extra deck?
I still have my main. Yeah, I still have like this much.
Okay, great.
All right, so, yeah, I'll show you the monsters now.
Okay, awesome.
1 Hextrude, and this is target for Golden Castle. You can special summon this, and that's why I run more than a few of these rank 8s. Also, Gizmek is a level 8, so there's some synergy with that. Also, 1 Glyph. Glyph is good because it's basically terraforming too. It searches Golden Castle, and if you discard it, and it's also a target just in case you need it. 1 Mathematician. Mathematician is basically 1 card Orcust combo. 1 Scrap Recycler for the same reason, 1 card Orcust combo. Dark Grepher, same reason. Armageddon Knight, because you can't really play Dark Grepher and Armageddon Knight by themselves, you might as well play both, even if they're limited. They're really good. 1 Symbol Skeleton. Symbol Skeleton is really good. I mean, it gets your Dingirasu back on the field. 1 Orcust Nightmare, just 1. I don't like to play more than 1 since I've tried to cut the Orcust engine as minimal as possible. I didn't really want to play more because every time that I did, I ended up finding these, so I played the minimal engine. 1 Thunderbird. Thunderbird is good because even if you're playing against somebody, you can destroy. If this gets discarded, you can still destroy a spell that they have. 1 Ogopogo. It's a rank 8. 1 Bigfoot because it's a big body and it's a Nessie target. 2 Ash Blossom and Joy Spring. Hand Trap, it's versatile. I'm actually thinking about running 3 of these instead of the other ones that I have, but this good card, really, really useful. 2 Ghost Ogre. I honestly want to cut 1 of these and put a 3rd copy of Ash and probably something else. But I've never really used it, so it's not that good. 2 Harp Horror, and you get Harp Horror for Orcust stuff. Don't need more than 2. 2 Danger Nessie. Nessie is broken. It's really good. The discard, you get basically special summon another danger monster. Tsuchinoko, free body. This is a really good card, so good snake. Jackalope. Jackalope basically searches out Tsuchinoko. Tsuchinoko's free body, so. Three Gizmek. Gizmek, really good card. Like, this makes the strategy work really well. Gizmek is a level 8, and it also does the banishing. So you can banish it from your grave, or you can banish 8 cards from your graveyard, special summon this, or you can banish 3 cards from your extra deck and pop a monster. So really good. And it also synergizes with 8s. And because I banished so much, Gren Maju the Aiza is basically wait a few turns with Golden Castle, attack for game. That's literally it. This is really good card. You normal summon it, and it's like there's a lot of cards that stop you from special summoning, but if you use this, you just normal summon this after banishing a bunch of cards, and then that's game. Lastly, one of the best cards, Corruptor Ibli. 3 of these things, and play Ibli because it is basically 1 card Orcust combo, and it's not going to be there for long because Mermaids hit, but it's still kind of a good card with the current format. And I'll show my extra deck now. So, alright.
Sounds good.
I'll show my XEs first. Okay, so I got 2 Dingirsus. Dingirsu is really good. I'm actually thinking about cutting it for 1 and putting another rank 8 instead. 1 Snefahad, or I don't know how to say it.
You did it right.
Number 68. Number 68 is pretty good. It's basically like Call by the Grave, but rank, or not Call by the Grave. It's like Abyss Dweller, but a rank 8, and also it protects itself. But the additional effect, it gains attack for every monster in the graveyard. So really good. So if Gizmek doesn't, Gren Maju doesn't work, this also helps clear out stuff. Okay. So 2 Mermaid. Mermaid is really insane. It's no wonder that it got banned. Kind of sucks because these cards are so pretty, but you know, you can't really get rid of the splashability of Orcust without getting rid of this, and it sucks, but happens. 1 Cerberus, 1 Phoenix, 1 Unicorn. Honestly, I'd make these like once sometimes, but this one I hardly ever made, so I might actually cut that. One Longirisu, and 1 is all I need, usually. 2 Galatea, and that's not without saying much, and play 1 Topologic Zeraboros and 1 Topologic Bomber Dragon. And the thing is, these 2 cards, I haven't made these 2 in a while, but this card right here, it does so much for you because it nukes the board if you special summon. So if you want, you have you can banish your Symbol Skeleton to put Galatea on one of these Link Arrows. It blows up everything on the field, and you basically reset the game. But you do this during your end phase, and you do this during your opponent's turn, and during your standby phase, when you get this card back in your turn, this gains the attack of all your banished monsters. And Topologic Bomber basically nukes all the monsters, so. Then I play 1 Lambda, and 1 Blockluster Soldier, and Blackluster Soldier is really good against Sky Striker. But that's it. That's for the extra deck. And my side deck is 3 Gamma.
Right.
3 Gamma and 1 Driver. And the reason why you play 3 Gamma and Driver is because if you're going second, this is insane. Having it puts 2 bodies on board. They can't attack over them most of the time. And it also negates Ash. So, and it's also not once per turn. So if you have multiple Gammas, you can use them. 3 Nibiru. Nibiru is okay, but it's not the best. I honestly would rather play something else, like maybe a Lava Golem, maybe even some Kaijus too. I might even play other cards, but this card is okay. I didn't even make it once, but it scares people, so. 3 No Material. No Material is insane because it stops your opponent from using the card that they have for anything. So if you're playing against any card that has 1 card that's really essential, No Material it, and they pass for turn, and that's it. Game. 2 Red Reboot for the trap base deck. So good against Salamangreat, good against True Draco, good against Altergeist. So. And also good against Floodgates, so Striker also plays some Floodgates, so this is good against them. And lastly, the last 2 Twin Twisters, and that's about it. That's the whole deck.
Awesome.
Oh yeah, and 1 token for that. But yeah, that was it. That's the deck profile. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I know that deck profile isn't going to be legal by the time I post it, but this is just to show you guys what I had when I was playing it, and it was actually legal. It's a fun deck, and it's kind of competitive, but also kind of casual, but it's also really fun, and just putting the ideas out there, because there's a lot of people who haven't really played an Orcust Gren Maju variant, so just wanted to show you guys that. But thank you guys for watching.
Goodbye. Subscribe and comment below. Push the like button. Thank you for watching. Peace.
Peace out.